How does that feel winning that on the last race of the season?
Last lap as well. It's insane. Like if you would say that before the season, or even with a few races to go, you would be like, that's mental. Like you cannot imagine. Like even the night before, I would not imagine something like that. So I hope it never happens again. Let's say like that. Yeah.
Checo is better at karaoke than Max. 3, 2, 1.
Really?
Yeah,
really?
he has the voice of an angel.
I'm really bad. You must be totally.
You should hear him sing. He's amazing.
I mean, I will only do it once I have a couple of drinks. I enjoy it actually, but I know that I'm terrible at it.
No, he's very good. He's just being shy.
Can you give us an example, Checo?
No way. Absolutely not.
I mean, I've seen him in Tokyo. It's impressive.
What did you say?
I'm sure you can't remember that one.
Can you?
Monaco should be removed from the Formula One calendar. Wow.
We are agreeing again.
So what is
No
it
way.
Monaco?
Monaco is history. I think a lot of us grew up looking at the race in Monaco, you know, on TV, and it's the most special race you can ever race in the calendar. Apart from your home Grand Prix, I think there is no other place that you dream of driving, of racing, other than Monaco, you know. So it's pure history of our sport.
Is there anywhere you'd like to see added to the Formula One calendar? Maybe somewhere you haven't raced before?
South Africa? I think it's good to race on.
It's coming.
I hope so, yeah.
What is it about South Africa you quite like the idea of?
Well, I mean, when you look at the continents where you race, I think we definitely need to try and, you know, pursue a bit more into Africa. And at the moment, which looks like most likely place to go to is South Africa, because they already have a track and they've been there before.
Formula One should introduce a salary cap. 3, 2, 1.
This is easy.
For me, it's insane because it's not only hurting us, like in F1, but nowadays, like so many drivers are either backed by an F1 team or by personal sponsors who are investing in these young drivers' careers, but of course they also expect a return or at least a percentage of their future income. But if you start to cap their future income, they're not that interested in supporting them throughout all the categories. And nowadays it's so expensive going through all the categories before you even get to Formula One that it will hurt a lot of the lower categories. Yeah, for me it's very unfair. You know, the sport now in general is booming. Everyone is making a lot more money, including of course the organization, the teams, and then everyone is becoming profitable. And then suddenly the drivers who actually make the show and risk their lives, and their, of course, you know, their lives at stake while driving, they suddenly should be capped. And for me that just makes no sense.
The drivers are the one risking their lives out there, putting the show together, you know, and the sport is at its best, you know, everyone is making the most money ever, so why you should cap the drivers? I don't think it's correct.
I'd rather win a world championship in the final race of the season than with a few races to go. 3, 2, 1.
But as long as you win, it doesn't matter.
I go here because I've done one, now I hope to do the other one, so then it's both.
Yeah.
But how does that feel winning that on the last race of the season?
Last lap as well. It's insane. Like if you would say that before the season, or even with a few races to go, you would be like, that's mental. Like you cannot imagine. Like even the night before, I would not imagine something like that. So I hope it never happens again. Let's say like that. Yeah. Like I never came up in my mind that I would be fighting in the last lap for the championship. Last race, yes, you can imagine it happened in the past, but last lap, yeah.
How were your nerves at the time?
Quite a bit. Yeah, I'm normally not a nervous guy, but that last lap, because you knew that you had to nail it to go for it and have a chance to pass. So yeah, you were definitely a bit nervous. You also talk to yourself like, this is your chance, and you have lived for that moment, you know, to be able to fight for a championship your whole life, or at least, yeah. For me, it was almost 20 years, you know, so you also tell yourself, this is it, you have to go for it, you know, so it's like two different kind of feelings and emotions you have very, very quickly behind each other, like in a second, and then you just like focus on your driving again.
The Netherlands will win the 2022 World Cup. 3, 2, 1.
Sorry.
I have to be positive. I mean, you have to have the positive attitude going into the tournament. You have to believe that you can win it. Otherwise, what's the point of even going?
That's a good point. But you're not playing it, so.
I know.
The players.
Well, I hope they believe it as
the
well.
players.
Because, I mean, what's the point otherwise to play? You get tired for nothing.
I just don't think that it has the team. You don't have your best team. Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
to World Championship. The one that you kicked us out, you remember with the
Yeah, when the penalty.
Yeah, the penalty.
When your defender was too aggressive.
Checo, how do you think Mexico are going to get on this World Cup?
I'm also not too positive on that one, to be honest. But I hope I'm wrong, and we go very far.
What do you think about England's chances? Do you think it could come home?
I hope we finish in front of England. Yeah. I think they had their best shot at the Euros.
Yeah.
I hope people don't hate me now. I'm honest, you know. So I'm not gonna lie.
I think there are better teams.
Who do you reckon is going to win the World Cup?
Holland.
I hope Brazil. I hope.
Oh, really?
Jesus, mate, that's
They
quite
have-
a statement.
Well, they have a very good team. You know, I think they have very good chances. I wish Mexico, but I don't think. And France, obviously, are going to be very strong. Don't you? Don't you think?
Holland is winning it.
You should be rooting for Brazil.
It goes like this: Holland, if they're kicked out, Belgium. If Belgium is kicked out, I'll switch to Brazil.
And then Mexico.
So
if Mexico.
yeah, then
is out.
yeah, Brazil's out. I might think about supporting Mexico.
Yeah.
So how far down your list is England then, Max?
It's not on the list. I mean, you cannot support. I mean, I already like Holland, Belgium. Then you switch to Brazil, Brazil, Mexico. I mean, where is it going to end? Like, I'm going to support the winner or what? Like,
Max is a better prankster than Checo. 3, 2, 1.
Are you?
he is a prankster. He definitely is. He's doing it a lot
What
to
sort of
like
things?
family members or like trainers.
I like to prank
Marketing.
more. Last year they
I got
me
badly
marketing.
pranked. I got really
And he
badly
got badly pranked. At the same time, it was like within a week that they pranked us. So I was like, and then I went to Mexico and I was like, I have to do something. so I found some itchy powder and I put it all around the
marketing office,
outfits.
like in the bag, like the seat, the bags, the jackets, like the t-shirt.
But I did it on a Thursday. So for the entire weekend, I was just
They were
hoping like
it's-
for a couple of hours, but then they were like, for the whole weekend, you could see everyone like.
It just gets worse because you're like spreading it everywhere, you know. So it was amazing.
How'd
It's really good.
you rate yourself as a prankster compared to Checo?
I don't really know. I don't really.
You don't like pranking, right?
Well, I don't like to get pranked, but then I'm like, I also can't be asked to then prank someone back. I don't know. I'm like, yeah, just let it go.
I love being teammates with the person opposite me. 3, 2, 1.
Look at that.
We can agree on something. I think sometimes in the past I've had like some jealousy, you know, from a teammate because you obviously want to win, but when the guy next to you wins, you have to give the credit and you know he's done better than you. He's won, and you have to accept that and also feel proud, you know, of what he's done. You know, the guy next to you, and I think not many people can take it, but I think within us, you know, when I win, when Max wins, there is always like we feel proud of each other, and that's something I think is good within us.
I started, of course, very young in Formula One, and I had I think also a very good relationship with Daniel, but at the time I was still like 18, 19, and I think where I am now as a person is completely different. So I would say that, yeah, what I have now with Checo is definitely the best, just because I matured a lot, and I think that also helps a lot with just how you approach each other.
I think when you were younger, you were a bit more difficult.
Oracle Red Bull Racing are the best team in Formula One. 3, 2, 1.
I've been a part of the team now since 2016, and of course I also like signed until 28, and it's just, you know, a great group
That's
of people.
a long time.
Yeah, it's long. I'll be 31.
Nearly the same age, I
Yeah.
think.
It's crazy to think about that. People always, are so focused on the performance side that they actually forget to have fun at the same time. Where I think here at the team, we do a lot of fun things, but also you can have a laugh, you go out for dinner, and you build up a great relationship over the years as well with a lot of team members.
Yeah, I think it's a great team because it's a team that has a lot of fun out of racing, but also it's very focused when we are doing our job, has good relationship. There's a great atmosphere within the mechanics, engineers, not so much the marketing team, but the rest of it. The rest of it in general, no.
They're terrible.
They're terrible.
They don't belong to the team. It's just a separate
department.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
That was fun. Have you seen this before, by the way?
No.
No?
First time. You?
I've seen it before. I follow them on Instagram. So
Which one did you see before, Max?
the one with Chris Hemsworth and I struggle to say his name all the time. Taika?
Taika.
Yeah. He has a bit of a complicated name.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I just heard some phone stuff. If any of you guys got a phone in your pocket?
Are you vibrating or?
But that might be another thing.